growing my stock portfolio to $1 million. So, how can I achieve that, right? Basically, the goal is to trade options. And so, what are options, right? So, basically, options are it's like an instrument in a way. So, basically, in a nutshell, if you think a certain stock is going to go up, you would buy a call option. If you think a company or a stock, right, is going to go down, you would buy a put option. And so, what I'm doing, right, is I'm basically trading options, right? And so, what I did was I bought an American Airlines option, and this American Airlines option costed me $1,528. And so far, the market value of this option is now worth $968. So basically, this position is down 36.65%. In other words, I'm down $560. And so, what's next from here, right? Basically, um, you can see that American Airlines, I had bought American Airlines all the way like in this area, right? Like around, I guess you could say I bought American Airlines around like May, no, not May, around July. And part of the reason I bought American Airlines around July was because I saw that American Airlines was in this little tight range around the 11 like dollar range level, right? And so to my knowledge, right, I was like, okay, it's probably gonna use that range as support for a couple of days, right? And a couple days passed, and eventually you could see that American Airlines was having trouble actually breaking the 20-day moving average. And then, so you can see right here, right? Um, 628, it got rejected by the 20-day moving average. 7-1, 7-10, uh, 7-16 tried going above the 20-day moving average. It failed. 7-17 and 7-18 got rejected. And ever since then, it was just in a downtrend ever since, right? And so until finally today, or not today, right, but on August 30th, 2024, finally American Airlines made a huge move, right? It finally broke above the 20-day moving average. It finally broke above the 9-day moving average. And on August 30th, 2024, American Airlines made a huge move going above, I guess you should say, American Airlines broke the 50-day moving average. So I personally feel like this is a huge move for American Airlines. I feel like possibly, if not, I feel like since the holidays are approaching, I do feel like American Airlines could be back in the $13 range, or if not in the 12 like dollar range soon, right? And I feel like if that happens, right, I feel like we could turn, this, we could turn the position around, hopefully, right? Hopefully, our option, how do you say, like, doesn't keep on. Well, one thing that you should be careful with options is that each day that you hold on to an option, right, it decays. So basically, that means that each day you hold an option, right, each day that option loses its value. So the faster we can approach the $12 range or the $13 range for American Airlines, the better. And the better we could see this challenge, right? Or I guess you could say we could see this position turn around for the good, right? And hopefully that does happen, but it was a risk that I was willing to take. Basically, I learned my lesson that I shouldn't trade small cap companies. The reason I say that is because small cap companies tend to not do so good financially. And what I mean by that is, if you look at American Airlines, like net income, right? you can see that their annual net income, right? 2022, 2023 was good. They were in the green, right? Positive income. But if you take a look at what happened in 2020 and 2021, they had a negative net income. And it's just like crazy, right? And so, if you take a look at their earnings per share, right? You can see, I guess you could say since 2004, 2004, 2005, 2008, 9, 10, 15. I'm sorry, 2010, 2011, 2012, right? American Airlines was basically unprofitable. And so earnings per share, you could look at a company's overall like health, like financial health, and be like, okay, let me look at their earnings per share, right? If it's negative, that means, that year that company wasn't profitable. Now, if it doesn't have a negative sign in front of it, that means that that company was profitable for that year. For example, 2022, American Airlines was profitable. 2023, American Airlines was profitable, right? And yeah, that's just a little neat way. I guess that's an easy way to look at a company to see if they're doing, good, right? So basically, you want to look at what's called earnings per share, right? EPS, and then you could like look at each year and see like, oh, this year they did good, this year they did bad, and etc. Right? And so that's kind of my fault for not knowing that stuff, right? Like how to read a company's financial statement, or really not knowing what earnings per share is and what net income is, and what revenue is, and etc. Right? I feel like if I had um, you know known about this a little bit more, like earlier, right? I would have not gotten into American Airlines, right? And so what's the next step, right? So I feel like if this account comes out to green, right? My next trade would be in, getting into a mega cap company. Basically, the goal is to trade only mega cap stocks from now on, because obviously I learned my lesson, right? You can see American Airlines, the position is down like almost 36%, right? No, let me just show you, right? Yeah, basically the position is down 36%, right? And so the goal for next time, right? If this, position can turn around for the better, right? Then hopefully I can, get into mega cap stocks instead, and, just trade that from now on, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys have a great night or a good day. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. And so basically, right now, the position of 1,528 has a market value of $968. So basically, the position is down 36.65%. In other words, it's down $560. So as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and bye.